Everything you need to know about the Vigo Dem party. So sit back, relax, and watch from anywhere. Get ready for a chat with a chair.
I'm Joe Etling, Chair of the Vigo County Democratic Central Committee, and welcome to the award-winning Chat with the Chair. We're delighted you could join us. Hope everybody sits back and have a great evening. We are on location. We're going to get to that in a moment. Just to recap, over the past week, we had an awesome event in West Terre Haute at the AMVETS. We appreciate their hospitality. Great crowd. Our candidates were out. Great to see them out. Masks off, and everybody's working hard. Also, this coming Saturday, don't forget the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Come out to Corporate Square just before 1 o'clock. Democrat tram will be in it. All our candidates will be out, so please come out. Wear your green and celebrate St. Patty's Day. So as I said, we are on location in what we affectionately know as God's country. So without any further ado, I want to go right to our guests. Tell our viewers who you are.
I'm Tracey Rubinacci, owner of Macksville Coffee Company.
I'm Victor Rubinacci. Me and my wife Tracey, we own the coffee shop.
So we are at the Macksville Coffee Company in the heart of West Terre Haute. And I must say, when I came in the door, of course, I was greeted by a throng of people that were here enjoying their delightful beverages. And the owner had a comment to me. What was the comment that you made to me as I came in the door?
I like the jacket.
So she's already moved to the top of the list of the favorite guests of all time on the Chat with the Chair with that comment. The only thing that was missing was our crack production crew wasn't filming at the time. So that kind of a comment, that spontaneity is what we're looking for on the chat. So tell us about yourself so that our viewers can know a little more about you.
Well, I'm a nurse by trade, but I retired recently and opened this coffee shop.
That's great. And where are you from?
West Terre Haute.
And a proud graduate of West Vigo High School?
89.
Home of the
Viking.
Vikings?
Yes.
And this guy sitting next to you, where'd you pick this guy up?
Here.
What do you have to tell us about yourself?
I'm a plumber by trade. I work at the federal prison, the plumber supervisor down at the federal prison, and I do little projects like this for her.
Are you originally from West Terre Haute?
Yes.
Also a graduate of West Vigo?
Yeah, 1990.
There we go. Oh, we're not going to make any comparisons about years of graduation. Not going to begin doing that. So talk to us about your work as a nurse and then how that spun into this coffee shop.
Well, I originally worked at the Robin's Nest, which was the original Grandma Joy's on the Old Parish Road when I was going to nursing school. And I always wanted to have a coffee shop. And I currently still work for Providence Medical Group for Dr. Batar and his group, PRN.
And so talk about some of the things that were done to remodel and repurpose the building. It looks like it, so talk about that.
Well, we had a leak and we had to there was a drop ceiling in here and we discovered this beautiful old ceiling in here. Victor, we painted everything, removed old tile, all new plumbing, just a complete renovation. And then Lindsay Reed came and painted the wall for me, which is my favorite part. She's a high school art teacher at Riverton Park.
It is beautiful. Is there anything that we can point out that serves some significance to the area?
The Macksville. This is named after the original name of the town. We were the Macksville. It was McQuilkinsville. They founded the town. And then it was too hard to say their last name, so they changed it to the Macksville Station. So that's why I named it the Macksville. And my drinks are named after Sammy, the original founder of the town.
Is that right?
Every drink's named after their family.
So let's talk about, again, kind of the other ideas you might have been kicking around before you came to a coffee shop. What was the other things that we were thinking about before we landed on such a great idea?
Well, I wasn't really thinking about anything else, just this.
Okay. And when did the doors open?
The day after Thanksgiving.
So has this become a whole family affair then?
Yes, it is.
So what's your memory about this building before you guys occupied it and done all the beautiful renovations?
I remember ever since I was a kid driving by here and always thinking it's a nice building and it would always be a great spot for a restaurant or something nice. And And when she come across it, and Sharon, who originally owned it, into selling it to us, and it was like, it's something we'd always thought about, and it all came together. For years, I always thought it was a nice building. It is a nice building.
And so, to our viewers that are interested in coming over here, I don't think you have to live in West Terre Haute to come over here
No,
and patronize you. Is that right?
that's right.
And you've got some extended hours. So talk about the days and the hours that you're open.
We're open Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to midnight, and then Friday and Saturday, we're open till 1. And we're open all day Sunday.
And the rumor that you have to wear green to come in here isn't true either. Is that right? Although this month is a good month to be wearing green, though. That's so we can make sure we patronize St. Patrick. But needless to say, you guys are big supporters of West Vigo and all the West Vigo schools are doing. So talk about some of the things that you're doing to help out with the community in that regard.
We always help out with all the sports teams, especially the soccer team, my favorite, because we won sectionals.
Yes, you did.
And we were the first year to win sectionals, class of 2020, and then of course they followed suit, the same kids. So they're kind of my favorite team. They get passed over a lot, They're not as popular as baseball, but.
And we have a love for the wrestling team.
And the wrestling team.
Yes.
Both
We just hosted a wrestling banquet here the other night.
Oh, is that right?
Anthony went to college to wrestle at Thomas More on scholarship at Anthony, and Aiden went to state next to the soccer, so my two favorite teams.
So a mother that likes wrestling, this is a rare commodity too. Likes my blazer and likes wrestling. That's quite a combination. So let's talk a little bit about your menu and some of your favorite items on the menu here. Let's talk about that.
My favorite is cannolis. He makes them. It's his family recipe. And
He's probably not sharing that either, is he?
No.
No cannolis. So cannolis, if you're interested in cannolis, we're going to make sure we get some good shots. What's the importance of a local home operation like this, and how important that is to a place like West Terre Haute?
Well, it's important to support your local people. I mean, we can't compete against franchises, of course, and we're not knocking them, but there are a lot of really good local places in Terre Haute in here.
Yeah. This is definitely one of them, and we're glad that you welcomed us in here tonight to show it off. And again, with regard to my earlier comment about this being God's country over here, so what are your thoughts about that being a lifelong resident of West Terre Haute?
It is the best place to live. We lived in Florida for a while, and I couldn't wait to come back to raise my kids here. Yeah.
What's so special about it? People come across this side of the bridge and they don't ever want to leave. So what's so special over here?
Everyone's a family here. We take care of each other. I mean, it's just a small community that looks out for one another, and you don't have that in a bigger city.
Okay. But again, we've been really treated well over here, and as I indicated, we had a meeting, and we've been meeting at the AMVETS just on this side of the bridge, and it's definitely been a welcoming place to be, and it's been good to get people to come over here. And of course, on the way over here to your location, of course, we've got a beautiful wetlands now.
Yes.
So
the walkway.
The walkway from Terre Haute. So it's maybe a little bit more of a piece to walk off the walkway to get here, but people come. So we want to encourage people to do that as well. So talk about that experience and how that's tied into what you're doing here.
We've had several new customers because of the walkway. They find us.
Well, it's definitely worth continuing your walk. So if you haven't seen the walkway that's coming from Terre Haute to West Terre Haute, and then of course the whole Wabashiki and the wetlands associated with that, if you haven't experienced that, please find time in your schedule this spring or early summer to do that. You're not going to be disappointed. And as you're doing that, maybe you can continue west and come over here to Macksville Coffee Company, and you will be delighted on what you see here. So if I was coming in for the first time, and of course I'm not a first timer as you know here, but what would you be my go-to item if I'm going to make sure I got a little something to eat and then a little drink? What would be your go-to item?
Caramel macchiato and a coffee.
So that would be your go-to choice if you show up here and make that selection. So what are the plans? You think we're going to be franchising the Macksville before long?
No. It's just a family ordeal, and hope to just be something that she can do and take her into retirement.
So how have things been from your perspective since she opened? I mean, I know this was a dream of hers to do this, and now here it is, and it's a beautiful place. So How's that been since she started up?
It's been successful. She's got a pretty good flow of customers that come back every day. I'd say off the top of my head, I know at least 10 to 15 people that stop by at least every day.
Is that right?
Yes, and it's taken off pretty good. I mean, it really has.
And with regard to the coffee itself, I know we're talking about some of these fancy drinks, the caramel macchiato thing, but somebody that just wanted to have a standard black cup of coffee,
We have that.
what can you talk about the coffee that you do serve here and how that all takes place?
We have a medium roast called Highlander's Garage, which is the most popular, and then we have a dark roast, which is coffee, just a regular.
I'm curious then, because people are very particular about their coffee, but how did you come to arrive at that particular choice for your coffee?
Highlander's Garage is my favorite.
Okay.
And it has to be in chocolate undertone, and I like chocolate, so that's how I came up with that.
We know who's calling the shots over here, okay? In case there's any confusion, anybody who's calling the shots, we know who's calling the shots. So, with regard to, again, our viewers out there, any recommendations for them? Best time to come, where there's maybe not as much traffic in here as other times?
Probably about 9 to 10 in the morning is a lot slower if you don't want a large crowd. And after 7 at night, it kind of calms down.
And for those young people that are looking for Wi-Fi and all these kinds of things that I don't understand, what things are available to them if they're coming in here?
We have free Wi-Fi so they can come in and study.
It's a 5 gigabyte connection, so it's a fast connection.
So Victor put that in for us. We
Oh,
were
that's
lucky.
awesome. So, while we're here, I mean, any of these people we got any of your customers that we might be able to encourage to come in here? One of these young ladies, I mean,
We have anybody drinking Sammy Slam?
anybody try, let's, maybe we get somebody to try a drink while we're here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's see, one of these young ladies, here, we got a medical student right here. So
Yes,
come on over here.
yes. She's a hometown girl too.
Oh, well, come on over here. I got a medical student. Are we moving or am I moving? Oh, okay. Well, come on. Yeah, bring her in. We're going to bring her in here.
Because I love you guys.
Well, tell our viewers who you are.
My name is Kelsey Ferris. I'm from West Terre Haute, and now I'm a medical student at Indiana University School of Medicine at the Terre Haute campus.
That is awesome. That is, and we are so proud of you. So, another proud graduate of West Vigo.
I am, yes, yes, I
Home of the
did.
Vikings. Oh,
Yes,
In
right.
case nobody heard that before, I want to make sure to repeat that.
Yeah, I left for 4 years to go to Purdue and get my bachelor's degree.
Is that right?
And decided to come back here for medical school.
So we've got a Boilermaker and a Hoosier both here.
Yeah.
So have we decided what kind of medicine we're going to practice?
I'm interested in adolescent medicine and
Is that right?
specializing in eating disorder treatment.
Wow. Probably the longer you're around me, you'll be even going younger if you can. Younger children. So let's talk about this. I saw you working diligently over here, so we make sure your professors, if they're out there tuning in, that she is studying really hard over here.
That's right.
But talk about how it is that you come here, and what the benefit of this in West Terre Haute is for you and other people that are here studying.
Yeah, sure. So I actually don't live too far away. I do live in Terre Haute now, but it's only a 5 to 10 minute drive, depending on if you hit the right lights, right? But it's so nice to be able to support a local place like this. I never had something like this when I was in high school growing up, and it definitely would have been beneficial. So I'm super happy that that's there for the current high schoolers, right? But it's just such a great environment. They're always so welcoming. If you get here at the right time, they might offer you a free donut, which is great.
What time would that be?
Probably toward the end of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, since they have to get them
Okay.
fresh every morning.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite go-to drink here?
The slams are great.
slams?
Yeah, I've been trying to cut caffeine, so they have caffeine-free slams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That kind of
dreamsicle.
takes the fun out of it, though, doesn't it? Or not?
You can do half caffeine if you are just feeling a little bit.
For our serious students out there, what's the recommendation with regard to actually studying here? What do you think?
Oh, I definitely recommend it. I get so much done here because it's just such a welcoming environment. Nobody's gonna bother you except for maybe offering you something for free, like I said. But most of the time, it's just a nice, peaceful environment.
Nobody's going to bother you until the guy with the plaid jacket shows up and then sticks you in an interview.
It's okay.
Everything's good until then.
Yeah,
right?
just one time I'll let it
One
slide.
time. So look what she's prepared for us here. So we're going to have you be experimenting. So what is she bringing us here?
It's a sycamore.
Sycamore Sammy.
Blue raspberry.
Oh, a sycamore. Nice for the sycamores. And so a sycamore Sammy. And so what is this beverage? Looks delicious, I might add.
It's an energy drink. It has vitamins and B12 in it.
Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
So what's the history behind this drink? Is this just a creation of
It's just a creation. We name it after Samuel Quilkin, who's the founder of Macksville, and like she said, all of our drinks are named after him in some way, him or his family. And the Sycamore Sammy has one of our baristas that work here got the President's Presidential Scholarship, and we created this in celebration of her scholarship.
That's awesome. I'll tell you. So let's taste it and see live here what your reaction is.
We're not actually live, right? Okay.
We could be before.
Delicious.
Delicious. See that? She loved it.
And I don't exactly know what vitamin B12 does, but it's probably good for you.
It's got to be good for you.
I haven't learned that yet. But
Another
I'll let you
year
know.
in medical school, you'll be coming telling us. So.
Yes, exactly. I'll call you.
And you keep this up. I mean, instead of medical school, we were going to run you for public office. I mean, you just took to this like unbelievable. She's a natural. So
I was the Vigo County Fair Queen one year, so I had to do a lot of speaking.
Wow, how did I miss that? I mean, I should have known, but that's
It was a while ago.
Is that right? Well, we actually went down and visited with the Fair Queen this past year, and we were trying to do a competition. I was going to do some some kind of challenge with her, but she would have defeated me. But we had a great time. So, well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great program.
I didn't know all the celebrities I was going to meet here when I came over the Macksville Coffee Company. And one last important question, because this is the most important question that we ask any guest on Chat with the Chair.
Okay.
The award-winning chat, I might add. What do you think of the blazer?
I love it.
That's all I need to hear. I mean, they've got me. They had me at Love the Blazer. I'm coming back to the Macksville Coffee Company, bringing all the family, and we just can't thank you enough. Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to finish up here. We're going to get our owner back in here real quick. So thank you. I should stand and bow to the royalty, the Fair Queen. I mean, holy cow, who knew? Who knew you had royalty here?
I know, West Vigo.
We got any other queens here? I mean,
We do actually, Mrs. Easton. She's
Got another
homecoming. She's a homecoming queen this year.
Homecoming queen.
Yeah.
we got the homecoming
Bring her
queen.
over.
Look at this. We've got royalty right and left over here. So we encourage you to come out to the Macksville Coffee Company. You will not be disappointed. Awesome place, awesome owners. Food and beverages are to die for. So you've got to get out here. And again, remind our viewers, days are open.
Monday through Sunday. Monday
That
through
sounds
Thursday.
like 7 days.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
We're open until midnight, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday and Saturday 1.
Wow.
Sundays midnight.
That is impressive.
And no coffee shop in town is open that late, so all the kids can come here to study.
That is unbelievable. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you.
welcoming us in here. This has been a tremendous event, and we're looking forward to having all kinds of people from our viewership come in here and patronize you, and we really appreciate all you're doing for this community, what you have been doing, but this is just a tremendous opportunity for this community, and we can't thank you on behalf of the whole community for doing that. So you're to be commended. So any last thoughts for our viewers, either one of you?
Yeah, just come see us. We won't spoil you, just like she said. I always feed the kids. It's late at night. They're
That's
starving college students. They need fed.
That's awesome. Well, until our next chat with the chair, I'm Joe Etling. Appreciate you being here. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your evening. Good night. Very impressive, hardworking young ladies here. What's your favorite beverage here?
Sammy. I get that all the time.
The Sammys are so popular, so it sounds like if you come over to the Macksville Coffee Company, you don't ask for a Sammy, they might throw you out of the place, okay? Strawberry kiwi, okay. Well, I am definitely coming back with a crowd, and we're gonna I'm sure we'll see you here when we do that.
I work here.
Oh, you work here too?
Yeah. So I might be serving.
Is that right? Well, that's to look forward to. I did come in here with my son-in-law after we came over to a West Vigo game. Again, just supporting the community. And so I want to came over and watched West Vigo, Terrell North game, and then we stopped in here, my son-in-law, and we got to to really take it in, and I was just so impressed with what a beautiful place it is. It's got to be a great place for all the high school students to come.
Oh yeah, it is so awesome just to like have this here.
That is awesome. So I'm curious, for those out there viewing our friends at Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South, are they welcome here? Are they going to be welcome here?
Yeah.
See, you've got an invitation from the West Vigo homecoming queen. I don't know what more I could ask or have for you than to come over here and enjoy this beautiful place. So thanks for being fun and talking with us. All right. All right. Thank you. Who's this? She's the one over ignoring me? You're trying to ignore me as best you can. Student at Terre Haute South. You're a senior at Terre Haute South. So what are we studying tonight?
I was studying some psychology.
Nice. Probably doing a complete analysis of me, and that might break it out. Yeah, that'd be quite an analysis. So what are our future plans?
Future plans, I plan to go to college and pursue a career in dentistry.
Wow. They are some, I'll tell you what, if you don't come over to the Macksville Coffee Company just to be around smart people, you're missing out. Because, I mean, everybody here is smarter than I am for certain. Not that that's saying much, but this is an impressive group over here. So, obviously, the food's great. What's your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage, I'm also a fan of the Sammys.
Wow. The Sammys are popular, with or without the caffeine?
I do it without.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't ask our fair queen over there about the caffeine, but she was pretty excitable, so she probably goes with the caffeine, I'm having to think. So it doesn't look like you got a Sammy tonight, though.
I do not. I have the caramel macchiato.
You know, the owner's really pushing that. I mean, you notice she's pushing the caramel macchiato, so I didn't know if she gets a little extra cut on that or something, but she's pushing. Is that good?
It's really good.
Wow, nice. And so if we're a little hungry, though, what are we recommending?
I definitely recommend a cannoli.
Wow. So are any of your Braves, friends from the Brave country coming down here too, or not?
Yeah, I have a couple of friends that come down here.
That's
like
great.
To study.
There's not quite a place like this down on the south end of Terre Haute, is there?
And what's really nice about this is how late it's open.
Yes.
Because no other place is open as late, and if you need to study, it's a great place to come, especially if you don't have Wi-Fi.
That's awesome. Well, we sure appreciate you, and good luck to you, and we'll look forward to our next dentist in Terre Haute here. Before you know it, she's going to be a dentist, so that's awesome. So again, I'm Joe Edling. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being such a good sport.
Thanks so much.
All right.
MOCRATIC. Everything you need to know about the Vigo Dem party. So sit back, relax, and watch for